Good morning, friends. Cheryl here with Inked Pulp again, and we are back with another art before breakfast. I don't see anybody in here just yet, so we're going to do this kind of thing. Now, this is just a prototype. It's got a lot of extra glue in it, and I was just making it to kind of, good morning. I was making it just to kind of do a prototype. You remember the frames that we punched out yesterday for making the shaped? Hi, Janet. You remember we made the shaped paper pad. So, Janet, this is what we did yesterday. Hi, Cheryl. So we punched out different shapes and made little scrappy paper pads out of them. I got to get this off today. I needed more address info, but we made that one. We made this one. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Absolutely. Made this one. And we made this fun little leaf one. So we had all these little, die cuts. I know, aren't they, Janet? And they're so easy to make. They were on my art before breakfast yesterday. So I had this piece left over. And I thought, what could I do with this? Because certainly there's got to be something I could do. I don't want to just throw it away. And I got the idea of making it like a specimen tag. Now it's crooked. There's a lot of problems with this one because it was my prototype, but I like how it turned out. So, hey, before I get started on this, I got to show you guys what I worked on yesterday. Hang on one second. There's my flip flop noise. I was a busy girl in the metal studio. I know you do, Mimi. And you know what? It's got extra glue on it. It's just, I guess you could put a piece of lace across the top to cover that up. Mimi, this was my prototype. It's not got a backing on it, but you could put it, down. I'm going to put this in your box, Mimi, because I know these are your colors. So anyway, yesterday I was in the metal studio. Yeah, I don't see Mike either. I think somebody saw Cheryl's. Hi, Marty. Hi, Kelly and Janet and Cheryl. So yesterday, do you remember I showed you that I had made this little lotus flower and I kind of embossed it? Well, I finished it up yesterday. This is all sterling silver. I made all the links and then I used these little stones and I strung them, you know, 3 in 1 all the way. I also made this little ring here and I embossed it with the same pattern as the ring. So anyway, I made that necklace yesterday. That's one thing that I made. The other thing I made, I had another one of these little lotus flowers cut out, but I enlarged them and I made some sterling silver earrings. So we've got Big Mama and Mimi in the house. Thumbs up, people. I'll do mine too because I haven't done mine. So anyway, these are little lotus earrings with pattern on them. I handmade the ear wires. And then these I have to finish up today. These are little cutouts from my night lights. And I will antique them. They're copper. So I hammered on them and I will antique them and then hang those from ear wires. Those will be 2 pairs of earrings. And then I had some of this metal left, so I made 3 different sizes. These are all solid sterling. Some of them I put some interest in them by, putting some little divots in them. So those hang. Then I've got this little pair. And then I've got this medium-sized pair. And those are all... Thank you, Janet. Metalsmithing was my very first job, so to speak. And I'll shine those up a little bit so they're a little bit shiny. But anyway, those are the other earrings. I need to make ear wires for them. It's really kind of funky. It's got a lot of extra glue on it. And anyway, that's what I made in the metal studio yesterday. And I do want to make an announcement, and I'll put up a little video. Tomorrow's my normal day of not being online, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, one of those days, probably Saturday, I'll go live and just show you my booth at the show like I normally do. But Friday, I will be on the road getting ready to set up for my show. I've got a little tiny, like a fruit fly. I got him. So I won't go live Friday. Probably will Saturday morning, but it'll just be a show and tell. And then Sunday, I probably will not go live. So after today, I won't be back till Monday. All right, let's get started. So here's what I was thinking. Let's get the cutter out again. And put this in. And again, if you don't have a die cut machine, you can fussy cut some frames, or maybe if you have purchased some frames. Let's use this one again. And let's see what kind of frame material we want. That's too big a pattern. Okay, and then I have more of that same. Ooh, I like this one. Ooh, I like this one too. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'll push this back for a minute, is... Oh, me too. I did this show last year, Janet, and it was really good. And so I'm hoping... It's a place where a lot of the wealthier folks from Florida and New York, up north and Florida, it's a place where a lot of them have their summer homes and winter homes, and they come in the winter and they ski, and then they come. Now I folded that in half, so I'm going to get 2 pieces of this. They come in the winter and ski, and then they come in the summer to play tennis and golf and, swim and do boating activities. And that didn't quite go all the way through, so I'm going to put it back on again. And so brains. And so these folks have money, and is the bottom line. Okay, there we go. Oh. There's the frame. I was just losing my mind. I'm thinking, where did the frame go? It's right here. This is the piece we cut out, so we can make another scrappy notepad out of that. Frames. That's all right. All right, so there's the frame. Now, and it's open so we can put stuff in the middle. Now, what I did is, let's see, what do we want to put in here? I pulled out a whole bunch of stuff. How about this one? The colors go well. And this one I'm going to do front and back. So I'm going to glue these together so they're front and back. And then that's going to go inside that frame. That's all right. It's pre-breakfast for me too. When I say art before breakfast, I have coffee, but the first thing I do when I'm done here usually is go up and get breakfast. All right, I'm going to put this together so that we get pretty on front and back, because this is like a specimen card, right? It's the same idea. Okay, the same idea. Let's ink it up a little around the edges. We're just gonna use our die cuts to make the frame. And then, oops, I have my optivisor on and they're hitting the camera. Sorry about that. And then I'll show you what I'm going to use, because I don't have a lot of, I know you can use like packaging, but I usually pre-lunch for you. Yeah, it is, Janet. What are you, about 6 hours ahead? 8:45, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Is it about 3 there? 2 or 3? Or is it not that far? All right, so that's going to go in there. And what I was using was a glassine envelope, because we get so many of these, right? We get these things when we order stuff, and I have them laying all over the place. And that's just about perfect. So I laid down a glassine envelope, and now when I cut it, and I can cut it a little longer, and now here's the trick. Nearly 2 p.m. I'm going to put that in, but before I do that, I think what I'm going to do, and this is what I didn't do last time, I left it like a pocket, and I tried to slide it in. Do you guys, when you make your, do you glue these down, or do you just, I'm afraid it'll slip if I just leave it, and it'll end up at the bottom. So I'm going to just cut this right at the top, right at the bottom. And then on one side, and I'm only doing it on one side, I am putting just the tiniest bit of wet glue, because it will dry clear. I mean, I'm just literally putting little dots, and then I'm gonna kind of tamp it down so it's not fully a dot. And then we'll put it in here. Okay. And I don't have to glue both sides, because as long as one side is down, and I've got, the thing to do is look at your piece before you close it up, because what I found is, if, see, like I've got a little bit of glue there, That's on the inside, so I can't get it off once I glue it down. Now, you could also put little bits of double-sided tape. Hang on one sec. I had a little... just want to make sure it's clean in there before you close it up. It's not that hard to do with the glue. Is real, washes up real easy. Okay. Now we've got a clear piece. So I can do a couple of things here. I can glue it down around the edges. I think my preference is to put down just a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit of double-sided tape, a piece up here, a piece on the side, and a piece down here, just to close it up. And I've got this really thin double-sided tape that I use on my night lights, so I'll use that. These are the cutest. I know, aren't they? I saw your Freddie video yesterday, and Janet, it reminded me so much of my dog. She loves the water. I have videos of her in the water too, and she absolutely loves it. Now, this part is not going to be seen because it's under the frame. So I'm just going to close up. I don't know that I necessarily need to do this. But, and I know there's other ways to make these. Yeah, it is. We have at our local dog park, we have a creek that runs through it, and it's more like a small river than just a creek. And my dog loves to go down and play in the water. I mean, she jumps in and out and ducks her head under the water. And I mean, she is just a maniac for the water. Okay, so that's down. Now we just have to put it in here. Now, here's where I ran into problems with the glue. Here's where I ran into problems because I put glue along the top and the bottom, and it bled. You know, when you push it down, how it bleeds. I suppose I could try glue stick, but I'm thinking it's just as easy to run. Just as easy to run a piece of tape around it and glue and put it down, and then, yep, use the tape. And I did cut this a little bit longer on the side because I knew I could always cut it off. But if you don't have a lot of acetate to use these little envelopes. They are wonderful for this, and they're kind of lightweight. So there's that. We'll put that down. This is that score tape, and I love it. I've been using it for years and years, and I love it. All right. Let's put that right down in the middle of the frame. And you could have cut this frame into two separate pieces. It didn't have to be, you know, all one, but I like the fact that it just, hi, Susan. We're making like, oops, that's not over far enough. And that, I think I wanted to put the No, it's going to tear. Okay, this one's just going to have to go down like this. See how I've got it too far over? It's because I should have put the seam in the corner and then it would have been centered just fine. But I didn't do that. So we'll just deal with it as it is. And I'm sure that if you put this in a journal, probably nobody's going to notice. Okay. And then we can do the same thing. So I screwed that one up. So I'm going to go across here. And I'm going to go down on the inside. But we'll do another one here and I'll get it right. So it's handmade. Things come out wonky, right? Isn't that the nature of what we do? And I have to tell you guys, do you guys use double-sided tape much? I use it in my nightlights because I put a piece of vellum inside my nightlights to soften the light. And I put it down with this tape and it holds really well. That's okay. I think yeah, we need to give an update on Big Mama's daughter. So she's home from the hospital, waiting on results. Anything else you want to add, Big Mama? I mean, Mimi? I don't know why I mix you two up all the time. Because I love you both so much. You both pop to mind. All right, let's put this over. Put that over. And there you go. It's wonky, but it's done. And then I'm just going to cut off the... We'll do another one here. All right. So there you go. A little specimen card. That's wonky. Wonky because I made it wonky. All right. So there's another one. Wonky is a good thing. I know. It's not so bad. And if you get a little bit of, glue on the outside, that's easy to clean up. You can just run your finger over it or take a little wet, damp paper towel. I usually always clean them. And I can barely see those spots where the glue was. The botanist. So there we go. Now, I could put a little bit of lace down here to take up some of this space and clean that up. So, oh, surgery follow-up today. Husband goes tomorrow. It is still cute, Marty. And like I said, I can put a little piece of lace down the side. All right, so we've got two. You want to do one more? Look at this one that I have. I have two bees. They're different front and back, but I think they will be fun. Let me see. I just got to get them both kind of facing the same way. So we'll put those together so we have... So there you go. There's that, and there's that. So let's ink up the edges. Yes, lots of prayers going out. And Big Mama, I saw your response to me about praying for those who do bad. I may need your help with that here. I got something going on now that's really been bugging me. I got, not to give you all the details, but I got a couple of people on YouTube who think I am the worst, most evil person in the world. I don't know where they get it, but probably because I didn't cater to them. But anyway, and that would be fine with me, except that those sentiments are being shared with other people, and that really bothers me. Yes, thank you, Janet. That's not what I want. Okay, let me find the circles, scallop circles. All right, let's find the one that best fits this. It's probably the one that I took out yesterday that I haven't put back yet. I think that works. All right, let's do with the bee. Sad and bitter souls. I know. I know. And you know, should we do a dark frame around it? Maybe that's the way to go, but I'm gonna have to use 2 of these papers because they're 6 by 6. There are, but it still makes me mad when oh, did I? Okay. Yeah, I don't tell many people about it because it, quite frankly, is not worth my energy. But, all right, let's do now. I need to do one other thing too with this because this is going to be a scalloped frame and I do not want to have to cut on the glassine, not glassine, but the cello. I don't want to have to cut. Thank you. Oh, I did. I did reach out and I got nothing but hate, but that's okay. I don't put out hate, so I'm good. Okay. So we've got this and I can cut this down and then I need to do one of the envelopes so that I have the same shape. Yeah, well, let's focus on the positive. I don't want to dwell on that. My life is pretty darn good. I have all you people here. I have my work. I have, my YouTube videos. I have a great husband. I have an awesome little dog. So life is pretty darn good. All right, here we go. Let's make this one with the bees. My tape. I dropped my tape. Okay, so I need to cut this down. Let's see how far over. So I'm about a 1/2 inch from here. So now, I struggle with this stuff. Like how to get it. Oh, that's 1/2 inch right at the. It's not quite close enough, but. Let's see, I gotta go a little bit more. I don't want to get it too close because I want to be able to glue down my stuff. Okay, so here's this. And these are two separate pieces this time, so that makes it a little easier. I'm going to go around. Carol McCready, hi. We're getting all the regulars here. We don't have Mike, though. Uh-oh. We'll keep you and Pooch in the prayers. All right, I'm just going to go around. And put a little glue on this. And then I'm going to put one of the, oh, Lordy. Janet, have you figured out yet that I am just, and others who are new, have you figured out that I am just a scatterbrain? I just cut those pieces out of the cello, and there they are. And then I set stuff down, and I don't have a clue. Oh, these are cut exactly this. Actually, what am I thinking? I'm such a dunce. I don't need to do that. I can put a whole piece on there. I don't need to cut it scalloped. I am a dunce, people. I am a dunce. See, this is all new to me. I just started doing this morning. So I'm learning right along with you guys about how to make these shaped. I was thinking the scallops would be on the outside of the frame. And they're not. They're on the inside. So I'm going to put this down. There we go. Okay, and then I have my little bee piece. This should be pretty easy to center. So I'm just going to put a couple of dabs of glue, real tiny, to hold them in place. Oops. And that obviously wasn't quite enough because it popped back up again. I just don't want to put too much, and I want to kind of dab it down so it doesn't make a big glob. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, is Janet leaving? Time for you to go. Bye, Janet. Thank you so much for coming. All right, so there's that. Now, on this one, I probably can use glue because I can put it out a ways and it won't squish into the cello part or into the image. All right. There we go. I don't know how well that's going to hold. All right, let's cut it down. So these are sort of like specimen cards, but not. Oh, I didn't glue those exactly even. See, I always make mistakes, you guys. I'm not going to worry about it. He's flying off at an angle. And that's just the way it is. All right. There is that. Now, let's see if that's going to hold down now. That's not going to hold. So let's go around and put some. I wonder if I can move that just a little bit. Probably not. It's not going to hold that down, so we'll put some tape on it. Bugs do that. They fly the wrong way. I know. So this one's a little bit more in depth and maybe more than what you want to do, but I'm having fun and I like to try new things, especially with you girls. I have never done this before. Never before. But wet glue doesn't work. Fabri-Tac may work, but this tape definitely works with the cello. All right. All right, let's put this down. And, oh, we're only at 36 minutes. Shall we do one more, you guys? Now, here's the other thing that we could do. Hang on and I'll show you. I guess it doesn't really matter which way it goes. Here's the other thing that we could do. I've got a bigger circle die, because these are those nesting dies. So I could, let's see which way there it goes. That's the way it goes. So I could take the next bigger one if I've cut this big enough. Oh, hi, Rose. I'm so glad you're here. That's probably not big enough. Let's look at this one. Once I get this all together, yeah, I didn't cut it quite big enough, but I could cut another circle and make the whole thing. Should we do one like that? What do you guys think? Should we do one where we make, and I've got some rectangle dies that I could do that with. I've got some nesting, as long as you have the nesting dies. Sure, go for it. Okay. I'm liking this little bumblebee. And I'm thinking the tape is absolutely the way to go because you don't get all the glue pieces. So we'll do a small, oh, I have an idea for this, a smaller one. Okay, let's make sure that this lines up. Pretty good. And there we go. Now it's off a little bit on the edges, but that's easy to fix. We just take the paper cutter and, oh my, you guys. We just take the paper cutter and trim it down a little bit. And then it will be perfect. It's funny how you measure everything out, you cut it all at the same time, but things still don't line up perfectly. I don't know how that happens, but it happens all the time. All right, there's our little bumblebee. What do you think? We can do a little, I've got all these little scraps I need to throw away. All right, now let's do some more of these little scraps out of the way. I have got another idea and some other little pieces that I pulled out. I pulled out some little mushrooms. Where's the other one? There it is, I think. Yep. Okay, so I pulled out these little mushrooms. I got one little piece of glue on there. Oh, you got it. Oh, good. It's even better in person, isn't it? All right, so there's that. So we made 3. So, well, this was my prototype. And then we made this one that was offset, but I can just put a little piece of lace right down the side of that and cover that up. Okay, now I've got some little mushrooms, and they're not the same shape. So what I'm going to do is cut out, let's see, where are the rest of my nesting dies? I'm going to cut out these are going to go back to back. That one's not big enough. That one is. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do with this. This was my thought anyway. I have got, let's go back to Little Sprout and get a page out of Sprout. And I'm going to glue the bigger one onto the Little Sprout page. And that may be, is that too dark? Should I go with the lighter? Hey, Mike. Should I go with the darker piece in the background? I'm not sure. Let me see what other books I have handy. I have this French book. This French gardening book. Yeah, but should I do the darker or the lighter? I like the book page too. I'm just not sure. So here's the dark, what it would look like. And then here's the lighter. And this one's in French, actually. No, maybe that's too light. Unless I inked up the mushrooms. You like the lighter book page or the darker book page? I think I might have just changed my mind and like the darker book page. What do you guys think? Light or dark? While you guys decide on that, I'm going to cut this out. The dark, okay. With the darker, okay. All right. So, I don't need that in there. Let's cut out a piece of Sprout. Oh, you know what I didn't do was look on the back to see if it's oh yeah, it's good on the back too. All right, so there is our backing. And then what I'm going to do is glue down, after I ink up, I'm going to glue down one mushroom on the front and one on the back. And then we can make the frame that goes around it. Okay, so that's going to go there. I like that better. It stands out a little more. I mean, I could put other things. I could put a little piece of lace under there. I'm not going to get too fancy because the idea here is just the idea of it. So let's put, and then I'm going to have a design question for you guys. All right, there's that mushroom. Look at that. It just blends into that paper and oh, love it. I love it better with the ink around it than I did without. So once again, little Sprout comes to the rescue. I love that little book. I need to go thrift shopping and get a bunch of little kid readers so I have more of them to, because I really like them. I like the size of the text. I mean, sometimes I like smaller, but, and then we'll have that one like that. So this is how you deal with front and back images. If you don't have the same image and you want two different sizes, you can just put it down like that, and then it's two different images. Now, here's my question for you guys. I can, well, no, I can't. Never mind. So we'll just put that in the middle, and then we can take this bigger one and make a frame out of it. How's that? And that way we have a single frame. I wish I could find the next smaller one, but I don't know what I did with it. So so this one is going to be, let's see, what do we want for a frame? Let's pick that out first. Let me see what I've got here. Let's see, I might have something in here. Not that red. Not that one. Oh, what do you think about that around there? You guys like that as a frame? I kind of do. It's real matchy-matchy. Although, I don't know if I have two of them, and I don't know if this is big enough to get two out of them. No, it's not. All right, back to square one. That page is not going to work because I need two. Nope. Oh, and I don't want the Valentine's Day, that's for sure. Well, that's kind of cool if I had another one of those. Let's see. Let's see what I have in this one. I think I just looked at this one. Maybe? No. I'm going to find something that has two pages. not the right color. All right. Morning, Jess. Oh, I do have 2 of these. Do you guys like this as a frame on that, or is it too bright? You guys tell me. Too bright, or do you like that one as the frame? Because I do have 2 of those. It's okay. I like it. So we're not getting a lot of, you know what I really want in a frame is, I'm looking through my 6x6, but I may have to jump up to 12x12. Let me look through these last couple here. Here's a more fall one. Too busy. No, what do you guys think about that? And it would only be a little piece around there. Acorns? What do you guys think of the acorns around there? You guys like that? And again, remember, it's going to be just a little bit of a frame around there. Well, actually, it's not even going to be up next to this. There's going to be cello around it and then the frame. So it's like a... There's another orangey color. That really goes with the red in there, but I don't know if I have 2 of those. Some of these paper pads are really used up, or maybe some of them didn't even have 2, because I'm not seeing 2 of anything. Acorns are cute. I know, but I only have 1. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Let's look at some bigger papers real quick, because I know that I have stuff. Oh, here's this book. I've got that light green. That's probably too light. I've got a dark blue that we could put around there. I've got those greens. Maybe that works. Do those... And I think I do have 2 of those. I do. I could do that. I could do that. Let's look at that, because that's a great idea. I actually was thinking of that, and then I thought, nah, not 2 different ones. But since you mentioned it, I like the idea. Let's see, where did those acorns go? I think I pulled them out, didn't I? There they are. Okay, there's the acorns. And then we've got this one that we could put on the back. How about that? How about those 2? That's what I'm going with. Oh, stuff you can't use. What? All these papers? Oh, I've got tubs of papers. And I keep buying it. Ooh, those are apples. What do you think of that? No, that's too busy. I'm going to go with these. All right, we're going with these 2. And We're at 54 minutes now, so we'll finish up this one. And whoops, that's not what I want. This is what I want. We're going to use, okay, this is going to go inside of this, and then that's going to go around for a frame. So I need this one. All right. Did anybody make scrappy notepads yesterday? And once I cut this out, I'm going to show you the stuff I worked on yesterday, because a lot of you weren't here when I showed it. Okay. Boy, I've got today to finish up stuff for my show. Tomorrow I have to leave to go set up, but I don't need to leave till about noon. So, speed crafting with Cheryl. Oh, poop. Oh, no, I did that right. I should have cut the little piece first and then the big piece. But that's okay. Hang on, let me make sure I'm not screwing this up. No, yeah, I am. It's this piece. I should have cut the little piece out first, out of the middle of the big one, and then the big one, but it's really okay. I'm going to just put a piece of washi tape down to hold that in place. And it may not be exactly even, but it is close enough, peeps. All right. I almost messed that all up. Okay, there's that. Get this. Yeah, those scrappy notebooks were kind of cool, huh? They were lots cool, I think. All right. There we go. There's the frame. And if I had just a big circle for the middle, I might have just used that, but I don't have one. So, okay, there's those pieces. Here is this, and then one on the back. So what I need to do is put down some of this tape so we can put the... Now what I'm going to have to do is run that cellophane through Yeah, those little notebooks were fun, especially like that one that was the leaf for the doctors. Okay, Mimi. Oh, hey, if you guys have been looking at that Christie's printables, oh my gosh, she just on her Facebook group posted a bunch of new ones, and they are to die for. That woman, she uses an AI technology. She doesn't actually like hand create all those images, and I didn't realize that until I saw her Yep, that is just barely big enough. All right, let's cut out. Oh, that one's already got a cutout out of it. I might need to run and grab another bag. Hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta get another cello bag, a bigger one, I think. Okay, I'm trying to step through this landmine without breaking my neck. There's a book called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. That is the best way to learn to draw portraits. Oh, very cool. Okay. I tried to draw a portrait one time. Actually, it wasn't horrible. I shouldn't, it wasn't horrible, but it certainly wasn't good. All right, let's put that on there. Oops. I just need to learn how to use my brain, Mike. Forget about drawing with a certain side of my brain. I just got to figure out how to use what I got. Because I'm telling you what, I'm really bad at it. I am really bad at it. All right. All right. Now, before I go on, for those of you who weren't here in the very beginning, let me show you. This is what I made yesterday. These are like some sort of a jasper bead. I showed you guys this little lotus flower yesterday that I had cut out. And I embossed it, and then I antiqued it, and then I put a little stone in between, and then I made this little ring piece. And then I did make, like I made all of these S curves. It's all handmade. And then I wrapped all the beads. The only thing I didn't make from scratch were the actual beads and the clasp. Everything else I made. So I have those. And then I have these lotus earrings. They're a little bigger, but they're all sterling. They've got pattern in them, just simple. And I make the ear wires. Those are all sterling too. And then I made, these aren't done yet. I had these as cutouts from my night lights, these little flowers. And so I hammered them all to give them texture. They are copper. And then I domed them, drilled a hole in them for the ear wire. And I'm going to go and put liver of sulfur on them and darken them and then seal them. And those will be earrings. And then the last thing I made, and I just need to shine these up. These are all sterling silver, just real simple earrings. I had I had a whole long scrap left over of this with this pattern stamped into it. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to cut it up and make earrings. And so I made earrings, and then I just pushed little divots in them at different patterns. So they're all just little different sizes, but all sterling. So that's what I worked on yesterday, you guys. All right, let's get back to what we're doing here. All right, I had this. What, the simple silver ones? Yeah. I'm going to put some wax on them to shine them up a little bit. And I want to put them in the tumbler because the texture isn't deep enough to, oh, thank you, Carol. The texture isn't deep enough, and if I put them in the tumbler, it'll just take all the antiquing out of it. So I think I'm going to put some, I have some special wax that I use. And I think I'm going to wax them. But those are some new pieces for my show. Yeah. This is the fun part of using double-sided tape, right? Pretty darn close. Just spread it a little tighter here. There we go. And there we go. And look at that. Now we do need to ink around this. Now I could have torn around this as well to give it more organic look. I chose to just cut another one of these scallop circles, but I could have torn it. Again, I could have done a lot of things with it. Could make a little more of a collage behind there. I mean, it's all glued down now, so we can't change it now, but all right, you guys like, so like this is kind of the front, it's the acorns. Do you guys like the little mushroom on the front or the big mushroom on the front? Yeah, I know. Okay, so big mushrooms or little mushrooms? Hurry up, somebody tell me or I'll go ahead and just do it. Let's say big. I kind of like the little one. I have one big, one little, one either. Now, there's still some of this showing on the edges, and I could go in and take my little cutter bee scissors and just cut out some of that, or I can leave it, actually. There's one kind of bigger piece here, but it doesn't have to be perfect. All right. So let's put, yeah, let's put a little bit of glue up here. We'll just put a little bit of glue around it, not much. Just a little, and then I'm going to dab it. And then, unless you're looking for it, you really can't see it. Okay. Let's see, where's the... There we go. You guys are funny with all your different choices. Now, let's put down a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to try the glue stick and see if that works. Because I need to put the cello on the back of this and then put the back of the frame on that. And I think, because the problem with the wet glue is that it's seeped, you know, it spreads when you, and it's not working on here either. on a sec. Now I got glue on my thing. See, I hate having to use any kind of glue. Maybe I should just try it without tacking it down at all. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, where'd my other? There it is. So I did a better job on that one, I think. There we go. Now we just need the back piece. And this is all, you know, a solid color, so we don't need to worry about right side up or, and that's the nice thing. If you use a pattern paper that really has no up or down, then you can just put it down. And there we go. And again, I'd probably go around and ink it up, but there it is. A little cello, like a specimen card, only with fun shapes. And yeah, there's a little bit of extra in here, so you can go around. You could even go around with a little craft knife and cut around that. Now, because it's really hard to line things up exactly, you've got some little white edges here and there, so I would definitely go around and ink it up to, whoops, to get rid of those white edges. Okay, something like that. And we are just at an hour. So there we go. There is our idea of making some specimen cards using different shapes. And using the little cello bags instead of, if you don't have any packaging to use. Which I don't keep it because I usually destroy the packaging when I open stuff up. So I don't usually keep it. But I do have a gazillion bags from both buying things and then I ship out my, purchases. Oops, missed that one. All right. Whoops. So there it is. What do you guys think? Fun. You can use your nesting. I know, isn't that fun? So we did that one. We did this one, and on this one, I would probably, this is one of my favorite trim ribbons. I would probably put maybe a darker color. That doesn't show up real well, but I would just put a little ribbon, down the side so that it evened it up some. And then we had the bee, which I haven't inked around the edges yet. I might round the corners on this one. So we have the bee, the mushroom, and then I had my prototype, which is really funky. It's really got a lot of glue seeping through here. I would definitely put some ribbon across the top of that. So there we go, folks. Yeah, yeah. And the naysayers are very controversial folks, I will say. Oh yeah, see, this didn't stick with the glue, so I'm gonna have to go put some either glue stick or tape in there. But yeah, just a final thought on that whole thing is that I know who I am and I know what I'm about. And those who would say that I'm not, um, I say, you're probably pretty unhappy with yourself. So I just do my thing. I just do my thing. All right, everybody. Enough about that. I don't want to dwell on that. I've got a lot to do today. I've got some spinner rings to make and some things to do, and then I got to start packing. So I will not be back with an 8:30 art before breakfast until Monday. I will put up something reminding you in case you forget. Um, but not till Monday. No, they really don't, Marty. Um, they really don't, and I've really tried not to give it to them. So I uh, I try to just do me. You know, if people like me, they like me, and if they don't, they don't. Life goes on. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. All right, ladies. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will, like I said, I will come on from the show and do a live. Ooh, I have all these fun pieces left now that we're going to have to make something with. Um, I will come on from the show and show you my booth. And please spread the word that I'm here. I'm over 800 subscribers now, and I really, really, really want to get to 1,000 so I can live stream directly from YouTube. I don't have to mess with the whole StreamYard thing. So I'm really trying. So help me out if you can. And oh, I can't wait to use that in a botanical journal. Wouldn't that be fun? Sticking down in a pocket. I got to cut off some more of these, but fun, fun, fun stuff. All right. Bye, everybody, and have a great weekend. And watch for my live. If you don't catch me live on Saturday, you can always watch the replay of the booth. So thank you all. Love y'all. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And I will see you back here again on Monday for another Art Before Breakfast. Bye.